Hey folks, in today's video I want to go over with you the different mount packages that you will find for the Sniper holster mount. Okay, as you look at this setup across the table, you can see that there is a variety of ways that you can manipulate our mount so that it does fit literally like 90, maybe 95, maybe 98. I don't know the percentage, we're still trying to figure that out, but folks, the point is that with our holster mount, whatever your application is, there is a way that our mount will work. Okay, and we want to go over some of those ways with you in this video. So we'll start off down here on the left side of the table. Now these are our flat mounts, also our rail mounts. We'll start with this one right here. Okay, you'll see these little T-bolts on the back of it. This is for your kayaks. Okay, so your kayaks that are using a gear track on like your Old Towns, your Natives, boats of that nature. Guys, this is the setup that you will want because it does utilize your gear track system. So no screws going into the boat, real simple. Now your next one, this is utilizing our rail clamp. Okay, now when I say rail clamp, this rail clamp does work on your 7/8, your 1-inch round rails. It also works on your square tubing. It also works on your Hobie H-rail. Okay, one thing to note about our rail clamp is that it does allow you to always level the mount. So regardless if your rail or if your H-rail or if your square tubing is not actually level with the boat or with the water, you can level it with our clamp so that you then come off and you have a nice level mount to place your pole in. Now moving on, this is the most basic of the holster mounts. This is simply the flat spot mount. If you have a nice flat spot on your gunnel, or maybe you're up on the trolling motor deck, you can utilize just the flat spot. And I've got a little piece of the holster track right here. You can see it just utilizes 4 screws to go into the deck of your boat or on the gunnel, and then of course it just comes out over the gunnel, real nice and simple. One thing to note about all of these is that you do just simply loosen one bolt, you can slide it off so that you can always store your boat with the cover on it easily. It does go both directions, okay, so you can even slide it back into the inside, whichever way, guys. One knob tightens back up, you're good to go. Moving on, this is our full holster kit right here. Okay, now I've got 3 of them. This is the exact same mount, it is simply oriented in different ways. So we will go with the first one. This is one of our most common ways to utilize this system. You will see that we have the 5-inch mount strip, and that simply bolts into the gunnel, the inside of the gunnel of the boat, and then the mount builds off of that. Now one thing to note is regardless of what angle your gunnel comes into, it is adjustable, so it will always fit and come flat over top of your gunnel. You also have feet on the bottom so that it rests easy and it's not beating against the top of your gunnel. Some guys say, hey, I don't want to drill into the fiberglass of my boat. That's okay. If you want to mount the strip to the deck of your boat, you can still do so utilizing the extension piece as a riser. Okay, and for a more drastic situation, you can even add an additional piece, maybe even 2 pieces, 3 pieces. You can get crazy with it if you want to, but folks, you can still mount to the deck of your boat, run up the side of your gunnel, over, and you're good to go. This is still the original holster mount, except we have moved the extension piece down as a riser coming up from the inside of your gunnel. Maybe there's a lip right here, something in the way of your boat, and you need to mount your strip down lower, closer to the deck of the boat. You can still raise up, come over, and guys, again, it's always adjustable, okay, depending on whatever your gunnel angle is, okay. Moving on, this is the full holster factory boat track, okay, and the only difference is that instead of having our mount strip, you're utilizing the T-bolts going into your factory boat track like your VersaTrack, SportTrack. And guys, you can orient it this way. A lot of the Sea Arcs, War Eagles, you'll be using the mount in this type of orientation. Okay, understand, again, you have all the versatility so that it'll work. If you have a 90 degree, same difference, come off and over. If it's a 45, come off and over. You may or may not use the extension piece. These are just different ways to orient it. But the bottom line is that with the factory boat track holster, you are utilizing the factory boat track that is in your boat, so there is no drilling of holes or anything like that. For those of you with a really wide gunnel, check it out. Now this is a very extended holster. Okay, we have an extra extension piece in it, and of course we have the holster mount adjusted all the way out. Somebody might find this useful on your Tracker Targa. They have a very wide gunnel. Also, some of our saltwater guys on your center consoles. Various boats will utilize this, but guys, the whole point is that no matter your application, we have a solution for it. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call. But of course, check out our other videos. We have videos going over the additional pieces to the mount. We also have videos discussing how to orient the mount to make it work for your boat. But check it out. If you have any more questions, give us a call. snipermarine.com, 865-313-0998. Thank you.